Hey Royals, I'm Aquinas. You made it here and that makes you royalty. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Hope you like what you see and would like to just stick around and hang out. Welcome if you're new. This is a collective haul, but mostly Disneyland um, acquisitions from my trip that I just came back from yesterday. It's the 70th anniversary, the 70th celebration for Disneyland. Ironically, my family and I started going to Disneyland 10 years ago when it was the 60th. And I grew up loving Disney, and I used to go to Disney World when I was a kid, but I had never been to Disneyland. And we went for the first time with our daughter when she was only 2 years old, 2.5-ish, during the 60th celebration. And we've been going annually ever since. So this was very special to us, and we got to stay at Pixar Place Hotel, which was so exciting. That was a first for our family, staying on property. Anyway, I also have Stony Clover to show you. I had hoped it would get here in time for me to take it with me on my trip so I could take it to a certain place with me, but it got here yesterday, so it's okay. But anyway, I love the extras. Got the extras in there. So let me start with this. And then I'll share with you part one of the things that I acquired while I was at Disneyland Resort. I got the cellophane paper and the iridescent dust bag. Dun. They did another Star Wars collab. This is the second one that I'm aware of, and this one is the curved crossbody, and it took a while to get to me because I did have it personalized with my middle name, and it has two straps. So it has a shorter strap and a longer strap. But look at this. It got the lightsabers on there. And the stitching is of like the Star Wars, I guess, script basically. So this is my middle name in their script, in their writing. So I thought that was freaking awesome, and it glows in the dark. So I would have loved to have been able to wear this when we went on Smuggler's Run and went inside different places at Galaxy's Edge. This is my first time getting this particular silhouette. This is a brand new silhouette for me, the curved crossbody. I would say size-wise, it kind of reminds me of the bow handle crossbody bag that I have, size-wise. I don't have a Poochette yet. I am interested in the 03 size. The 02 as well. The 01 is just too small for my taste. I know that's a very popular bag right now in and outside of Stony Clover. So here's the inside. Let's see. You can see they have this little vegan leather tag inside that says Star Wars, and it says Stony Clover. So cute, so cute. I will be wearing this soon, and very soon. So here's the smaller strap. And then this one's the longer one to wear a crossbody. So I will do a separate video of what fits in this bag. But that's what I got from Stony Clover Lane. Now, on to Disneyland Resort. Okay, so I'll start by, all the things. I was just excited to be there for the celebration, be there at the hotel. Here's our little, I guess, envelope for our card keys, room keys. So I kept that. Of course I kept that, nice postcard that's in the room with the different characters on there. I am going to have a separate video that I will upload with the room tour, the video of my room that I stayed in. Inside Pixar Place Hotel, there's a couple of different restaurants, but the bigger one, sit down, nicer one is called Great Maple. And this isn't necessarily a postcard per se. It's more of like, informational, follow me, this is where you can get more information about me card. But looks like a postcard. They had these there. So Great Maple, we did eat there for breakfast our second day. It was very tasty, delicious. The Sketchpad Cafe is a smaller grab and go place. They have breakfast. I was able to get my chai tea. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love my chai tea. It fuels me every morning. I'm a big tea drinker. So I did get my chai tea, and I was able to get lavender syrup or whatever. So they have all those things. They have the oat milk, the almond milk, the different milk alternatives for those who don't want the lactose. They have muffins, you know, fruit, protein boxes. They can make breakfast sandwiches. So the Sketchpad is there. And in the room, you know, they had a what's going on activities guide. And they also had this little advertisement, which was so cute. You could get a wake-up call from May. So we did wake-up calls the 2 days that we went to the parks, and May called, and my daughter answered the phone, and she told her, you know, like, you're gonna have a perfect day. Get up, let's go. Let's, you know, get ready to attack our day. So this is super cute. A little extra that they throw in there. It kind of reminds me of when you go on the cruises and you can do the phone call to announce that you're going on that cruise or whatever. And there is a small Disney Vacation Club area, like corner, a little bit bigger than the kiosk there inside the hotel. They probably have them in all 3 of the hotels, I would imagine. And so they had an advertisement. If you go over and, you know, get a free gift from them, they had, you know, this advertised in the room. So the free gift was this gorgeous print of Steamboat Willie. And I thought they were going to do their little spiel about, you know, trying to talk up joining Disney Vacation Club. They didn't. They just said, here you go. Here's your free gift. And it on the back has information and a photo of the artist. So that's wonderful. And then also in the room, another piece of artwork up. And it talks about Pete Docter and, you know, a little bit of information about the other people involved in the making of Up. So those are just some little things that I was able to get just by staying in the room or whatever. And I just, like I said, I wanted to grab all the things, all the mementos of my wonderful stay. This I purchased in Cars Land. It's another postcard. Lately, I don't know if it's because Stoney Clover used to have them in their boxes, but lately I've been a bigger fan of postcards. Right. Something else that I wanted to share with you. I saw someone do this on, I believe it was Instagram. I thought it was a great idea. As I said, my family and I have been to Disney World, Disneyland so many times. We've got so many autograph books full of autographs. We decided to do something different. My daughter graduated from middle school, so she had one of those graduation puppies. We took that, and that was what she got her autographs on. I got a blank white t-shirt for my son to get his autographs on. And I found this on clearance at Target. Gorgeous hobo crossbody bag, adjustable strap here. And I had the character sign this bag. I think I got this thing for like 10 bucks at Target in the clearance area. And so we got Mickey, we got Goofy, Buzz. I signed it myself. Hook signed it. Chip, Bo Peep. My son signed it. On the other side, my husband, my daughter had to be extra and do all this other art next to it because her favorite character is Minnie Mouse. So she had to make sure she signed right next to Minnie Mouse. Pluto, that was my first signature that I got at the park. Pluto, Dale, and then I just drew this in because I just felt like it was missing something at the bottom. So this one, I just put Disney right down there. But I just thought that was such a cool idea, and I love the way it came out. And, you know, didn't get all the characters that I wanted, so my next visit I'll probably fill this side in a little bit more, but I believe it's off to a wonderful start. Okay. Popcorn buckets. They had some nice ones. They had plenty of the animated Mickey, the one that talks, the current anniversary one. We weren't interested in that one, but they did have a lot of them available at the parks. If you still haven't gone yet, they're not sold out. They're still there. But they also had, for the anniversary, 30th anniversary of Goofy movie, which my husband and my son love, we got the Max Powerline popcorn bucket. This is my husband's, but he's letting me share it with you. Popcorn goes in here. Oh, he got popcorn in here. See, he would do that. But that's super, super cute. And we are going to the D23 30th anniversary showing. There's like a fan event showing traveling through throughout the country. There's one that's coming here. We live in the Phoenix area. I think it's next week. So he can take his popcorn bucket to the movies. Speaking of popcorn buckets, I didn't want to get that Mickey animated one, but I did want something. So I got this one, my favorite color. It's gorgeous. I love the colors that they incorporated for the anniversary. The purples, the pinks, the turquoise, you know, just very bright and colorful. All of those are my favorites. And when I got it, I didn't even realize that it lights up until we got it back to the hotel. So it lights up different colors. So I'm very happy with this. I got me a popcorn bucket. And even though it's not Goofy movie theme, maybe I'll take it to the movies with us. This was the star of the show, I would say, at Disneyland Resort. My daughter wanted one. My son wanted one. These were the only souvenirs that they were adamant about. They weren't too picky about anything else. The key to Disneyland. So the way that it works is you have to go to each land in Disneyland, and there's a area where you put your key in, and it interacts with this key and lights up an icon that represents that particular land. You collect all 9 of them, I think it is. Then you go back to the front up by where the Mickey flower head is. And there's another one there. And you put the key in there and you get a pin. So they were able to collect them all. And when you're done, it's all lit up with all the different icons. So freaking cute. It talks. It lights up different colors. Makes different music from different areas in the park. So it's very interactive, and the kids were loving this. Not just my children, but children throughout the park. So they did get that. They were very happy with that. And so was I. It's a little pricey. It's about 50 something. But for the different things you can do that it allows you to do, and the different experience that it allows you to have and enjoy the park in a little bit different way, like a scavenger hunt and stuff. And I felt like it was worth the money. I felt like it was definitely worth the money. And definitely a wonderful keepsake. So we did get that. My husband, at the 60th anniversary, he got the blue hooded zip-up sweatshirt. And so he said he has to get the one for this one for the 70th. So it's black this time. It's got the 70th. The difference that I noticed is that the 60th one was more like an iron-on. This is embroidered. It's got, the zipper has the Disney D. And then the back is just lovely. It's got all of our main characters plus the castle. And it says Disneyland 70th. I know he's happy to have this. I used to take his blue one all the time and wear it. He didn't even know where it was sometimes because that's how often I was wearing it. So I made sure I got my own 70th sweatshirt this time. And I will share that video with you all in part 2. But we're still unpacking, so it's a process. It's a process. But I did want to share these things with you. Okay, so the last thing I'll show for this particular video was my grail. I just was like, if I don't do anything, obviously I'm going to the parks. But But aside from that, if I don't purchase anything, let's say, I want to have this. Anybody who follows my channel knows I'm a big purse collector, and I really started my Disney purse collecting around Disney, Dooney, and Burke, and that hasn't changed. I'm still collecting them to this day. I do Harvey's, I do Sony Clover. I don't really do a whole lot of Loungefly, but I do have a few Loungeflies in my collection. But I had to get the 70th. So there were two silhouettes, this large tote, and then there was a crossbody that was cute. The way it was made, it had this really cute closure, locket closure front, but it was just too small for my taste. And it only had a very small picture of Mickey standing here, and it said 70 under it, and otherwise it was all white and there was nothing on the back. I just felt like it just didn't pop enough for me, but it was a very lovely bag. It would retail for $198. This one was $298. So we have the leather tag, luggage tag here that says 70th Disneyland. And I will do a comparison video of this one and the 60th anniversary tote that I do have. My mom and I both purchased Dooney and Burke 60th bags. I got the satchel and she got the tote, but she didn't use it, so she gave it to me. So I will share a video, you know, comparing the two, the differences between the two, the 10 years apart or whatever. Leather straps, brown straps with gold hardware. Our gold placard here, and then you can just see the gorgeous artwork here with Mickey and Minnie, and it is repeated on the other side, and then it says Disneyland 70th underneath, and we got Minnie, Goofy, Mickey, and Donald underneath, so that's really nice. Little feet. It does not zip top, which is usually my preference, but I just couldn't pass this bag up because I wanted it for my collection. So I was able to give it a pass that it doesn't zip. It has this little snap here, closure. And surprisingly, because I'm not used to them doing this, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've seen this done. They actually have an inner lining, not a solid color lining, but an actual design inner lining, celebrating stars and diamonds and such. We got our key tag strap here to connect your keys or whatever you want to make sure it doesn't get lost. Got a lot of stuff in here. I don't want to take all the stuffing out, but I'm not gonna start wearing it just yet. Slip pocket over here, zipper pocket, authentication card, if you will. And two more slip pockets on this side. Don't you just, cheese, love this. This is just gorgeous. Beautiful. There you have it. So I'm satisfied. I'm more than satisfied. I told my husband, like, I'm good. Oh, and he got me a couple things too. Some little stuffies that I had been wanting. Inside Out is one of my favorite Pixars, so he got me a new Joy because my other Joy was kind of wonky. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, but those are the main things that I got. So I was very, very happy with this haul. This trip, it was wonderful. Like, things just went so well. I can't even tell you. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And if you have any trips coming up, whether it's to Disney or not, I hope you have a fabulous time because I believe everybody deserves it. Anyway, I will see you in part 2. Until next time, stay royal.